a statement that reads in part, quote, "Everyone agreed that this is an important time for our organization to reflect rather than celebrate." Commissioner Gary Bettman defending the NHL's role in the investigation. He says the league could not be more sorry.
As I told Kyle on Saturday, I am sorry for what he has been through and thought he has been courageous, especially this past week. We discussed the path forward with him involved in efforts to confront abuse. We also offered to him and his family our resources for counseling. The fact that ownership was found to be unaware did not change my view that the club bore responsibility. And the club was fined as a result. People can and have debated the amount of the fine, but it was substantial by any measure and acknowledges that the organization failed to act appropriately. Also, the fine sends, as intended, a message to all clubs as to how I view their organizational responsibilities.
Commissioner Gary Bettman saying, quote, "We could not be more sorry for the trauma that Kyle has had to endure. Our goal is to do what's necessary to continue to move forward." Blackhawks on the ice Monday against the Senators.
Kubalik to Kane over the center line, down the slot, takes it, he scores! Hat trick for Patrick Kane! A 4-point night for Patrick Kane, and what a night! As the hats come cascading down from this partisan Chicago crowd, Patrick Kane. There was some question as to whether he would even play tonight.
Oh, he did. WGN and the Blackhawks get a 5-1 win over the Senators. Patrick Kane with his 7th career hat trick, his first since December of 2019. Blackhawks, with their first win this season, they avoid becoming the 9th team in NHL history to go winless over the first 10 games of the season. Oilers a 5-2 win over the Kraken. Leon Draisaitl had 2 goals and 2 assists, his 3rd multi-goal game this season and 2nd 4-point game this season. Lightning a 3-2 win over the Capitals. Tampa Bay's 3rd straight win after starting the season 2-3-1. Alex Ovechkin, no points. 6 shots on goal, so his 4-game goal streak comes to an end. SportsCenter all night, ESPN Radio.
Swing and a little flare, left field, and it drops for a base hit. Gonzalez with a pinch hit 2-run single, and the Astros have taken a 7-5 lead.
Astros staving off elimination with Sunday's Game 5 win in Atlanta. Monday an off day ahead of Tuesday's Game 6 in Houston. Braves obviously lead the series 3-2, still 1 win away from a championship. Max Fried getting the ball for Atlanta, though there's been quite a bit of focus on the bullpen at this, or arm barn. Bullpen. ESPN analyst Jessica Mendoza.
When you look at the Braves throughout the regular season, their bullpen was like, okay, they weren't anything you were talking about a lot. It's been, 3 studs that they've leaned on, and that's what happens in the postseason is you're not using 10 guys. You're really just leaning on 3 or 4. They've been able to do it, but those guys are tired. And I think my biggest question in this next game is Max Fried and how much length he can give them. Because if he's unable, his last 2 starts, he struggled, to get into the later innings. And when I say later innings, Sarah, I'm now talking about the 4th and 5th.
Right.
That's how crazy it is with starting pitching. Like your starter is in the 5th inning. But so that they don't have to continue to rely. I mean, I look at Tyler Masick and A.J. Minter and Will Smith, and those 3 have been leaned on for 60% of the innings pitched by the Braves in the postseason. That's crazy. And I don't care, how good you are. I mean, this Astros team is going to adjust. So I think the biggest thing is how much Max Fried can go and be as good as we saw him, especially the back half of the regular season.
Jess, it's interesting because the Braves are the team that had the 3-1 lead in the series. Does it feel like the Braves, despite having a lead, are sort of continuing to plug holes in a boat while the Astros are somehow more confident despite being down?
It's always like that. I mean, that's how these work. I mean, especially when you're going back to Houston. Because I do feel like the Braves, when they're playing at home, and I saw it with the Dodgers too, it is a benefit. I mean, that crowd is crazy. Chop, no chop, whatever you think on all of it, those fans are in it. And you come back to Houston, and, it's loud at Minute Maid. So, I do feel like the momentum shifts just on the fact that your destination is now shifted and you're back home at Houston for the Astros. But I think the biggest concern is really when they get into those later innings, like who they go to, and especially like I think about Tyler Matzik. I mean, he's been the best guy out of that bullpen, and if he starts to get hit, I don't know how they pull off these next two games.
Jessica Mendoza, Dan Shulman, Eduardo Perez will be in the booth for us tonight for the call of Game 6 of the World Series here on ESPN Radio, presented by AutoZone. Our coverage at 7 o'clock Eastern. It's a win, but that's next. It's ESPN Radio.
It's Greeny, and we'll be jam-packed on Tuesday, looking back on the Monday nighter between the Chiefs and the Giants, all around the NFL with significant injury updates, and we look ahead to the possible clincher in the World Series. It's Greeny, starting 10 a.m. Eastern on ESPN Radio and ESPN Plus.
More SportsCenter all night. Next. Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
The Michael K. Show is on.
The great Steve Levy. Do you like the Manicast that exists?
It's good for Monday Night Football. More people are watching Monday Night Football than ever before. I'm a team guy, and I guess that is the politically correct statement. It doesn't bother me. Everything they touch is going to turn to gold. They're good for Monday Night Football, and whatever's good for Monday Night Football, guys, is good for your boy Levy over here. Ratings are up. Things are good.
Don't miss the Michael K. Show. Weekdays at 3 on 98.7 ESPN.
If your family depends on your income and something happened to you, what would happen to them? You need life insurance, and SelectQuote can help you get it at a price you can afford.
SelectQuote found Jacob, 40, who's in excellent health, a 10-year, $500,000 policy for only $19 a month.
Not in perfect health? Don't worry.
SelectQuote found Tanya, 40, who has type 2 diabetes, a 10-year, $500,000 policy for only $32 a month.
We shop companies like Protective, Prudential, American General, and others to find you the company with the best rates. Give your family the security they need at a price you can afford. For your free quote, call 1-800-507-2266. That's 1-800-507-2266. Or go to SelectQuote.com. That's 1-800-507-2266. SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Your premium could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
Anyone who has ever needed self-storage knows what a hassle it can be. You have to rent or borrow a truck and then find someone to help you move your stuff. And let's face it, moving furniture and heavy items without damaging them isn't easy. Renting the unit is worse. The hidden fees and admin costs are scarier than the dingy facilities you're leaving your stuff in. Why not use Closet Box instead? Closet Box is self-storage without leaving home. They'll pick up your belongings, store them securely, and bring any item back when you need it. The best part? Unlike traditional self-storage, you only pay for what you store. No paying for unused storage space. Closet Box's background check storage movers are licensed, bonded, and insured and will take care of all of the heavy lifting. Closet Box's local storage centers are temperature controlled and monitored 24/7. Closet Box has an A+ rating from the BBB. Call 877-233-5696 now for the season's best rates. Get $50 off first month storage using code RADIO50. That's 877-233-5696. 877-233-5696.
To show you how
You how easy it is to file a claim with Geico. We hired a scary movie victim.
Oh no, a tree fell on my car, and there's only one thing to do. Trip over my own feet and pull myself across the lawn while yelling help at a barely audible volume.
Sorry to interrupt, but you filed a claim with Geico, so you've got a designated claims team to help you.
This Geico sounds suspiciously reassuring. Are you sure I don't end up getting surprised with an unexpected twist?
Just that your Geico team will always be there to keep you updated.
No!
What is it?
Oh, nothing. I just didn't see that coming.
Geico. Great service without all the drama.
The biggest names, the biggest games.